from the Mumbai studios of Republic TV. It's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 9. Presented by Amity University. Powered by Century Ply, RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, B1 and Ever Ready.
Dear viewers, good evening and welcome. At the core of the political attack on Republic was the accusation by three people, two of whom are in jail, and a third who has lost his job and is completely disgraced, about the TRP scam. The allegation, cheered on by channels like India Today and Times Now, was that the viewership of Republic was fudged and that people like you received 500 rupees a month from me as a bribe to watch Republic. Well, today is historic because today the viewership ratings have come out after a year and a half. And today is the moment I was waiting for and my entire team was waiting for. And a moment which some channels tried to desperately avoid because they knew that when the ratings come out, their lies will be exposed. And viewers, here are the results. Republic TV is almost double the viewership, twice the viewership of Times Now. Look at them. Republic TV is about 270% greater than really small channels like India Today. Interestingly, neither of these two channels are doing a debate on viewership today, and not even calling the renowned news expert Parambir Singh for his expert opinion. I ask you viewers today, should we not ask these channels? Is it ethical? Is it ethical to shoot off the shoulders of the corrupt police officers and corrupt politicians and accuse a nationalistic channel like Republic of the worst things? And now when the real ratings are come out, where you are really last in the race, not even invite me to give it back to them. I say to Times Now and India Today, invite me. I shall give it back to you on your own channels. But if you don't, then viewers, I say this is cowardice. For 1.5 years, this media, politician, police complex came together. They were after us, they accused us, they jailed us, they stood as spectators as we were tortured. As some of the worst physical torture was inflicted on me and my colleagues, as we were given third-degree torture by Sachin Vaze, as politicians went on television and said we will torture them so much that Arnab will commit suicide. It's another thing that the man who said that is himself in jail today. But the others, our so-called corporate rivals, they thought that this will lead to a massive financial squeeze on Republic, which I can tell you today, viewers, it did. Because we are not backed by any big industrial houses. They calculated, the conspirators, that Republic will collapse and Republic will die. That was their calculation. And today, viewers, today, they ask me, why are you shouting out loud and telling the whole world that you are number one? Well, I was shouting out loud from my newsroom this morning. Because you, the people of India, have bestowed upon this network, the most generous blessings on us. Blessings which go beyond the greatest measure of love and affection. Deep affection. Blessings which I cannot even dare to reciprocate with in word. You, the viewers, have made, and this is the big headline today, you have made not just Republic TV, the most watched English news channel by a huge margin. You have made Republic Bangla the #1 channel in Bengal. Historic, it has not happened in 100 years. I don't know how to say thank you anymore. You have made Republic Bharat the unquestioned news leader in the country in Hindi, toppling all the old players. And viewers, how do I say it to you? Your blessings, can I even put a number to them? I can't. But when I was told that you have an estimated monthly viewership of over 400 million cumulatively every month, which means as of now, 1 in every 3 Indians is watching the Republic Network. What you've done, viewers, is that you have made the Republic Network the #1 news network in India. You have made, I repeat, it's only you have made the Republic Media Network the #1 news organization in the world's largest democracy by a huge margin. And that for me is something which I can only say I'm deeply, 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 deeply grateful for. Because viewers, from acid attacks to police attacks to dozens of hours of police interrogation to political threats, and what I have not even shared, physical torture, to financial hardship and organizational incarceration. We have been through it all. What you've given us today is immeasurable. And I want to thank you. Standing before you as an army officer's son, whose mother has been a teacher and who is from a middle-class family, that you stood with me when the biggest tycoons of the Indian media and the political establishment and corrupt police officers came together to crush the network that we built with such incredible hard work. And that you instead were the wind beneath our wings. And that you made us stand tall. And you, viewers, you, not us, you with your love, with your belief, have today officially made, on the day the ratings are out, Republic into India's largest news network. We owe everything to you. Absolutely everything. So the ratings are out. And it's a slap in the face of the Latvian coterie who tried to target us. The truth has prevailed, and I shall be confronting them with the truth in debate 1 tonight. And viewers, today is a very big day in the history of Indian media, because today, on this day, viewers, the 17th of March, 2022, this network has emerged in viewership and scale as India's largest news network. And this is only possible because you made it possible. I want to speak to you from about 10:15 today. I will open up my phone lines, and for half an hour at least, I just want to speak to you directly. And here are the headlines this evening. But before the headlines, let me take you back. 1 year, 5 months and 9 days ago, a man called Parambir Singh, along with his now jailed under trial Sachin Vaze and his gang, along with ministers like Anil Deshmukh, conspired against this network. It is believed that people from the media were hand in glove with them. They called us names, they manipulated charges, they targeted our families and all our employees. Ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to announce that the ratings are back. And this channel, this network, which has been #1 since the day of his launch, has returned as the undisputed news leader, this time by a record margin. We've defeated the TRP conspirators and we are grateful, very grateful to you tonight.
This is the rebirth of a brand. This is a brand which has been challenged. This is a brand which has been questioned. We have been called scamsters. We have been called thieves. We have been called money launderers. And I want to tell everyone, don't you dare point a finger. And I want to tell someone from the Republic TV newsroom, to the turncoats who thought they walk in my shoes, face your newsroom now. You will never walk in my shoes. I carried my shoes with me. Go and ask Parambir to find you a fresh pair of shoes. Hip hip hooray for the Republic Media Network. Hip hip, hip hip, hip hip. Celebrations all around, ladies and gentlemen.
ने इन्वेस्टिगेशन किया है, उसमें मैंने आपको बताया कि 3 टेलीविज़न चैनल्स के नाम सामने आए हैं। सबसे बड़ा नाम है रिपब्लिक टेलीविज़न का।
ये भारत की लोगों की जीत है। भारत माता की वंदे वंदे।
First to go, get out of this.
If you don't
First to
mind.
get out of this. First to get out of this. Get out of this. First to get out of this. First to get out of this. First to get out of this.
I'm doing my job. They're trying to stop us from reporting. They're trying to stop us from reporting. They're trying to stop us from reporting.
But the complaint is on India Today. What is the most significant matter, as they say in English, viewers, there's a phrase, more loyal than the king. If you think you can bring down Arnab Goswami, if you think you can bring down the Republic Media Network, if you think you can break nationalist journalists like me, you are bound to fail. So here's my challenge. Our viewership is because of our support. You lie about my viewership. What do you know about?
And now to the channel called India Today. India Today, which dared to question our viewership, Niranjan. People in the India Today newsroom, hear me. Hear me loud and clear. This is Arnab Goswami here. India Today newsroom, hear me. We are 270% bigger than you. Never be. Hip hip, hip hip, hip hip. Celebrations all around, ladies and gentlemen. This is brilliant. This is wonderful.
मेरा हौसला पहले से भी ज्यादा बुलंद है। हम सच को दबने नहीं देंगे, झूठ को उठने नहीं देंगे। मैं आज देश से एक बार फिर वादा करता हूं कि सच के लिए रिपब्लिक की लड़ाई कभी कमजोर नहीं होगी।
This is more than a victory. This is vindication at another level. This is love, ladies and gentlemen. This is the love of the people of India for the Republic Media Network. Now and forever, the number one, unquestioned, unchallenged number one of the news industry in the country. The Republic Media Network is here for good. We don't dominate, we rule, we win, and we are supreme.
And first I'd like, Sohail, a round of applause this evening for the people of this country. I want to stand up. I want to stand up today and give them a standing ovation. I truly am so grateful to them. I cannot express my gratitude to them and to some of the people who are with me tonight. And as I welcome Sohail Seth, General Bakshi, Ratan Sharda, Dr. Vikram Singh, M.R. Venkatesh, and my dear elder brother, Rahul Roy, I want to say to all of you that I can't say we must have done something right. But I want to begin tonight, Sohail and General Bakshi, by introducing three remarkable people who I'm proud to be working with. Can I please introduce them to you? In my studios today are three wonderful people. Wonderful people. I have on my right Ghanshyam. Ghanshyam is the Vice President of the Republic Media Network. And viewers, Ghanshyam was locked up by Sachin Vaze. I'm getting some audio in my ear. Was locked up by Sachin Vaze for 27 days. He was in lockup, ladies and gentlemen. 27 days. Ghanshyam was in lockup. And he was tortured, viewers. And while all these channels were celebrating that they have finished the Republic Media Network, Ghanshyam was tortured, ladies and gentlemen, by Sachin Vaze and his men and told, say something against Arnab, because we want to get to Arnab, we want to finish Republic. Say something against him. And Ghanshyam chose to go to jail at that time, but not give in. Ghanshyam's mother at that point of time, Vikram Singh was in a very serious condition. She was in the ICU and he was in jail. Understand. But this man, M.R. Venkatesh, did not buckle. A chakki belt with a corrugated metal strip was taken, and Sohail, he was asked to put his hands out, and he was whipped there by the police. The worst atrocities, Ratan Sharda, that have never been seen, not even in the emergency, were carried out on Ghanshyam. And I'm proud to call him my brother and bring him on my program this evening. So round of applause for Ghanshyam Singh, ladies and gentlemen. This is what media organizations are made of. This is character, Ghanshyam. Character, they can't take it away from you. And also with us today are two people, professionals of the highest degree. Some of the best professionals in Indian television. Shivendu is sitting here and Ranjit Walter is with him. They are both senior professionals of our distribution network. Ladies and gentlemen, these professionals were called by Parambir and these media channels, they were called names. They were told you are scamsters. They were told you are money launderers. They were also told we'll interrogate you, we'll make life hell for you and your families. Just say something against Arnab. We want to fix Arnab. And today I'm proud to say Shivendu and Walter stood by us like a rock, and you also have been vindicated. So I want to give a big round of applause to these gentlemen as well. Big round of applause to you and thank you. Thank you, my brothers. First, can we hear from, before I go to our other panelists, viewers, can we hear from Ghanshyam? Ghanshyam, speak openly. Khulkar boliye aaj. What were you made to go through?
First of all,
and what does today mean to you when we have come back as number one?
First of all, I would like to say that we have been accused for fake TRP cases. We have been accused that we have paid for 500 rupees for increasing our TRP, which is totally wrong. And for that I stood, because me and my company, nothing has done anything wrong.
And that is your picture. Tell me one thing, viewers, the picture you're seeing, MR, can you see that picture? A top media professional in this country, Sohail, are you seeing the picture? That is Ghanshyam. Are you seeing the picture? Can I carry it full frame? Are you seeing it, Sohail? Are you seeing that? MR, a black cloth was put around his head. Getting audio in my ear. A black cloth was put around his head. And he was carried like a terrorist. And the entire media at that point of time, nobody supported Republic, nobody. Ghanshyam, you tell me, when they put the black cloth around you, that is you.
Yeah.
How did you feel? You know, what was going on in your mind?
I thought that I'm a terrorist because I have been put a hood. Because generally we have seen that terrorists have been put that hood, but and they try to persuade kids. I can say something, but because they say in Hindi that Satyameva Jayate, and I stood the truth, because we didn't do anything wrong, and we knew, and thanks to the spectator viewers of Republic Media Network, that today it has been proved that we didn't do anything, and we are #1 network in India.
Absolutely.
I also told every time that I have got a full faith on my constitution, my judiciary, and Arnab sir.
Absolutely. I'd like a word from you as well, Shivendu and Ranjit, from you today. What do today's ratings mean to you, please?
Today's number feels like
Louder, please. Yeah.
today's number feels like hard work and honesty pays off, because when we were called for investigation, we were told that like your careers would be ruined and like you just speak against Republic. But then we knew on the back of our mind that like we haven't done anything, and we had full faith in our constitution, and we had full faith in the company, and we know how hard we had worked to gain these ratings. And if you see today's ratings, they are much higher and much more stronger than
Absolutely.
than what
Absolutely.
than what they were when we left in October.
Absolutely. That's the big thing. The viewership today is actually the amazing thing is that Ranjit, today's viewership are even greater than it was when the viewership was top.
So all the difficulties we went through in the past, today the truth is out actually.
How did you feel personally today?
So very proud of what we have done. Number one channel.
Number one network.
Number one.
Thank you very much for standing by us and for being with me. I thank you very much. Sohail, you heard them. General Bakshi. This is the spirit that news organizations are made of. This is the untold story of Republic. This is the untold story of Republic MR. The people behind the scenes and some of the torture we went through. MR.
Arnab, we should have the Republic files. I will ask Mr. Agnihotri to bring out a movie called Republic Files.
Absolutely. It's a story that needs to be told, I truly feel sometimes. Sohail.
No, I think today is not a day of just Republic's victory. It is also not a victory just for the truth. It's a vindication when professionals come together, start an enterprise from scratch, take no goddamn favors, build a network on integrity, are able to satisfy and enhance the viewership without any recourse to manipulation or maneuverability, then you build a great channel. You know, Arnab, I've always said there are companies and there are corporations, but when you become an institution, that's when you begin legacy building. Today, Republic can proudly say it's an institution. It is not just a channel, it's not a network. You may think you have 3 channels or tomorrow you'll have 7, but you epitomize the spirit of not just news gathering, but news dissemination without fear or favor. I've known you, Arnab, from the time that you were working in the Telegraph in Calcutta. Many people have asked me, oh, but you know, Arnab, it's damn difficult to agree with him. Has he become right-wing, blah, blah, blah. I always tell them one thing. I don't know which wing he has, but I know he flies with integrity, he soars with purpose, and he lands firmly on the truth. That is important. What you've also exposed today, without you actually exposing it, people must realize that the bark is actually better than the bite.
Well said, actually.
You didn't retaliate as much as you could have. You didn't retaliate as you could have. You didn't play and you didn't fight and you didn't get into a pig fight. Because remember, when you fight with a pig, the pig enjoys it and you get dirty. What you did was, you did what you were known for. And you talk about middle class, that's what the middle class is about. It's about the heart, it's about the brain, but ultimately it's about the soul. Today you haven't done your colleagues proud alone. Today the people in the newsroom who were celebrating are not the only people celebrating. Viewers are celebrating that they had confidence in you. Clients are celebrating that they had the confidence in the Republic network. Your colleagues are today satiated, not out of, some effusive delight, but out of the courage of their conviction. So today is not just a great day for Republic, it's a great day for the Republic of India. You know, Ghanshyamji said something really important.
Yeah.
He said he had faith in the judiciary and he had faith in India's constitution. That's what the Republic of India is about.
Yeah.
It's built on the pillars of the constitution, which is protected by our benevolent and by our loved judiciary. So what you've done is, you've played the game, you've played it fair. You know, it always is a matter of time before you win. You always lose many battles, but ultimately you win the war only when you've played the game well, when you've played with a straight bat and you've cut no corners. I was called by Samya, your wife, on the 8th of October when that rogue Sachin Vase behaved in the most despicable manner, displaying authoritarianism, which, by the way, other channels should have denounced. But they reveled, they took joy in your pain. Today that pain has been reversed. My old line is, never go to bed with an elephant. You never know when it rolls over and the pleasure turns into pain. Today they are in pain and you are delighting not just the country but your colleagues. Hats off to you. Hats off to each one of your colleagues. Hats off to each one of your viewers. Hats off to the tenacity, to the purposefulness, and to the spirit of our country, India.
Thank you, sir.
You can beat us, but you can never keep us down. That's what you've shown us. More power to your elbow, and may God continue to bless you and each one of your colleagues.
Well, we already have been blessed beyond measure. Beyond measure. You know, when I was in jail, someone told me that, do you know that, they said to me, Ahmad, that do you know that General G.D. Bakshi has gone to meet the president for you? People from other under trials from other cells came and told me. And General Bakshi, I couldn't believe it. But the worst thing that I ever experienced in my life was I was called a scamster, I was called a fraud. And Parambir Singh said that I'm a money launderer. And Parambir Singh and Sachin Vase said that this network is built on the proceeds of crime. And I absolutely hated the fact that just because of corporate rivalries, on a daily basis, the Times of India would publish a front page, taking whatever garbage Sachin Vase was putting out, would be printed front page of the Times of India as the truth. And therefore I ask tonight, I ask the editors of the Times of India, were they played? They must answer tonight. Vinit Jain must answer tonight. Vinit Jain must answer tonight. Was that right? And I don't pull my punches, MR, I take names. I asked Vinit Jain tonight, was it right? He must answer. Was it right to take whatever was thrown at people who were completely motivated as front page news? And today, therefore, I would have thought that Times Now and the Times of India should do wall-to-wall coverage of the ratings today. But MR, they won't, because the truth is too hard to bear upon their shoulders. And I just will say today is not a vindication, it's not a validation, it's not just an affirmation of the love and support. It is, I think, General Bakshi, the people of India saying that somebody from the middle classes of this country, whose parents have worked very hard and sacrificed even to afford the fees to send him to a school, whose father would calculate the money required to pay him for every month for his boarding and upkeep in college, and who from the age of 19 has studied only on scholarships. You cannot put an individual down. And the people who work with me, General Bakshi, they have an army spirit. They don't work for money. But you know, General Bakshi, they called us names. And today all these conspiring lobbies have gone quiet. And I decided today I need to speak up today. And from 10 o'clock, I'm just opening the phone lines tonight, General Bakshi. I'd like to say thank you to you. Thank you to you, and I cannot say thank you enough, but I'm going to say it multiple times on air today, General Bakshi. Multiple times on air today. Multiple times on air today. And I will also say one thing, because I will not hold anything back. I will say this, my mother called me this noon. She said, how are the numbers? I sent it to her on a WhatsApp. But we were not brought up by parents to compromise on values. And when people of this integrity question you, for me, my life today was about when I sent the numbers to my mother, and her response meant everything. I also say this openly today, General Bakshi, you knew my father. Some say that at least your father did not see you getting dragged out of your house and being taken to jail and tortured. I wish my father had also been there to see my vindication. But that's not the case. So I want to say thank you today. And I feel very angry from inside at what we went through. But I feel very motivated today, General Bakshi. So I wanted to just speak out today about how we feel, about how my newsroom feels. It's a big day for us. We were dragged, General Bakshi. We were dragged. Our privacy was assaulted. Kancham was tortured. I can't describe it in words, General Bakshi. Over to you. So I'll not say more, but over to you, General Bakshi.
Arnab, when we were preparing for Staff College, one of the books that we had to read was Field Marshal Viscount Slim's Defeat into Victory. We did not face a defeat because we fought. We did not fight for ourselves. We fought for a cause. We fought for the freedom, liberty, fraternity, equality that this Constitution promises its people. And who are the guardians of that freedom? The fourth pillar, the press, the judiciary. These are the guardians of our freedoms. This is what distinguishes us from a banana republic. When you fought, you were fighting not just for the Republic channel. You were fighting not just for an organization. You were fighting for a larger cause, the cause of our freedom, the cause of our liberty, the cause of the freedom of the press. At that time, frankly, Arnab, we expected the whole press to gather around you, sink their differences. But what we found was a horrible example of Schadenfreude, what the Germans called delighting in the discomfiture of a colleague. I personally spoke to people that I knew, and I said, damn it, it could happen next to you. What happens if the press go down? It will be worse than the emergency. This never happened in the emergency. I mean, some journalists were jailed, but they were not tortured, they were not paraded like terrorists. You know, Arnab, that was a battle. And then, you know, I got the call from your wife when they had taken you away, when Vazeh had come with a posse of, you know, armed policemen brandishing their Kalashnikovs. She was deeply concerned about your safety and security, Arnab. There were people who asked me what happened. I said this. They said, stick your nose out of it. You are a retired man, stay out of trouble. I said, like hell. My military training did not teach me to stay out of trouble, but to head straight for it, to fight. You have a legacy behind you, Arnab. It is that legacy of a military family, of military ethics, of a military ethos that made you stand that trial by fire. And that is the time when we decided. I called up a few military colleagues. I said, this is war. To hell with the bloody consequences. To hell with these bunch of, you know, upstarts, criminal mafias who have come to symbolize a government, a state government, and who have declared an emergency not from Delhi, but from a provincial capital. We had to fight. And let me tell you, these soldiers all reacted magnificently. Arnab, that is the time we realized the power of the social media. That is the time we realized how your organization had stood by you through thick and thin. And as we were in the Hyde Park of India at Jantar Mantar, yelling our guts out, you know, almost bursting artery with rage, they recorded it all and over the social media, it went to every nook and cranny. To everyone and anyone in the government, I tried to speak to the ministers that I knew. I got cluck cluck noises, reassuring noises, but that was it. That was it, and that is the time when I knew we were absolutely alone. But then, Arnab, we belong to military families, and therefore we were not alone. I went to the Supreme Commander, not me, a number of my friends, military friends, Colonel Narayan Singh, Pushpendra, Kulshrestha, Sushil Pandit. We went to the President. It was hell of a job to try and get through to him. And then we told him that we wanted to put in an official petition. So he is the Supreme Commander. He must look after the interests of the soldiers and their families. He is the highest authority in the land. I am glad that it had some impact. I'm glad that ultimately it is the courts. It is the courts that stood up rock solid in the face of petty tyrants, in the face of, petty tyrants and oppressors who were trying to turn this country into a Haiti or a banana republic. And what a comeback it was, Arnab. What a comeback it was, Arnab. I salute your organization. It is functioning like a military unit.
Absolutely.
The Elan, the Esprit de Corps. I have been to your studios a number of times.
Yes.
And may God bless you all.
Thank you, General Bakshi. But it's something quite incredible, because I've always felt this.
You are a cause.
No, this organization is a child of destiny. See, I felt once that when a foreign dignitary came once to our country, then somebody said, pointing to me, they said that the thing in Indian democracy is that a professional can start an organization, but in my wildest dreams, I did not think, Ratan Sharda, that in 4 to 5 years, because we're just over 4 years old, that a network can reach 430 million monthly viewership, which is truly like, if you put, Ratan Sharda, all the newspapers together, you would not achieve that viewership. That is a phenomenal viewership. And I think there is something special to it, beyond ratings, beyond the battle. I think something is churning. I think people are accepting us. Ratan Sharda, I don't speak good Hindi. I went to Ayodhya recently and did a program with Yogi Adityanath. There were thousands of people forgiving me for my Hindi. I speak terrible Bengali. But when I did a program in Bangla, I started Republic Bangla, and Rahul Roy knows. He was there on the launch day of Republic Bangla. Today it's become the #1 net channel in Bengal. So somewhere there is a churn which is beyond any strategic thinking on our side. And I want to talk about that churn today. I think there's a churn in thinking, the way people are responding, or maybe people are empathizing with what we have been through, Ratan Sharda. Maybe there's just empathy.
Arnab, see, what is TRP made of? I think the biggest reason for a good TRP is faith. The trust you had with the people is unprecedented. I went to Guwahati some years back, where Republic was already on, and somebody stopped me on the road, saying, "You come on Republic?" I said, "Yes." Arnab? I said, "Yes." He said, "I even know his father, such a wonderful man." This is how people are made. This is how a character is made. To talk of TRP on a lighter note, if I don't come on Republic for a week, people tell me, "Aap TV pe aate nahi aajkal." Though I may be appearing on other TV, that is the biggest proof of TRP. It doesn't come from BARC or any scientific measure or any agency. It comes from people recognizing you only when you come on Republic TV. That's the real test of TRP. As far as TRP is concerned, I would say the police, the horrible government of Maharashtra, the way they try to kill another institution by creating doubt about BRC itself, the way they create doubt about EVM machines, that they are trying to destroy institutions. When policemen are used to pay for the blood of a journalist being pushed by the politicians, that tells you something is horribly wrong. When I saw your journalist team, I saw the terrible pain they went through. Of course, the pain you went through, we are aware of that. You have shown the shots that have actually greened the wounds that we have seen. That they were treated as badly as the journalists of Freedom Days. What was that? I mean, how can you treat a media people like this? I cannot fathom. And now coming to the another question of politicians using this kind of tools to stop people. And why are you successful? It is because you entered the scene at a time when people are fed up of made-up debates. People are fed up of debates where you only talk nicely, don't talk on the topics, you don't confront people. So this kind of journalism that you created and the kind of faith you created was just in the time when you were able to tap that particular dissatisfaction of the people with the media. We seem to be just dancing with the rulers, but you changed all that. And when you stood up against the police, against the people or against the ruling party on the roads, and when you came back triumphantly, the way you re-entered the studio, nobody could believe it. Even I could believe it, because it was unprecedented for a person who is threatened with another arrest despite court orders. So government doesn't believe in court orders, and there you were back in your studio. That showed your fighting spirit, and that is what consolidated your position. So this is a nutshell that nation is changing. Nation wants to know what exactly is going on, not some decent, evening chai ka cup and scotch whiskey ka cup and, bowl and talking about it. They want to person who is going to present their side, whether I like it or whether you like it or not. I have fought with him many times, but the outstanding quality is that humility. You again call back the person, treat him wonderfully. And lastly, how is the organization made? It is made by the team. I think you are blessed with a wonderful team which you have created.
It's a wonderful team.
But it was your work that has got people to stand by you. Your people are jailed, your people are charged, hundreds of your staff are charged. I can't forget that. Any media has gone into that, and they still stood by you. That is the biggest strength that you have, and that is what is going to take you forward. And why they're with you? Because they believe in you. They believe you are dealing with everybody transparently, and you are not doing some make-believe world. I think that is the real secret of success. And of course, as I said, you are there at the right time, what people are expecting you to do, and you are doing it fearlessly. All the best to you.
No, thank you. Thank you very much. And I also want to say, what didn't they do? What did they not do? What did they not do, Rahul Roy? They deployed television crews outside my house. They assaulted my family members. They carried out an acid attack. They filed FIRs against my editors. They summoned my journalists. They used their primetime slots, Vikram Singh, Rahul Roy, to spread filth about Republic. They thought that the people will accept it, that a lie repeated 1,000 times will be seen to be a truth. They wanted the password to my newsroom. They used unethical routes to stall the ratings from going public. And everything failed today. And today there is pin drop silence from them, Vikram Singh. Not one word. Not one word. Not one word from them today. They are trying to conceal it. Vikram Singh.
Rightfully, Arnab, editors come and editors go, but Arnab goes on forever. Sympathy is universal, but jealousy has to be earned, and Republic Channel and you have earned it. Indeed, truth, honesty, and journalistic integrity, you epitomize that. And indeed, all of them are uncomfortable today because the axis of evil could do nothing to you, could not touch you. This was something akin to the Mahabharata, that all the forces of evil had ganged up against you, and yet they had to bite the dust. Look, who said that Arnab will commit suicide? Where is he? Where is that minister who wanted and unleashed the most crooked police officers on the planet against you? Where are they? Ultimately, Satyamev Jayate, as Ghanshyam had said, truth, not always, but ultimately truth prevails, and you have emerged victorious. TRP also stands for trust, reliance of the people. It doesn't come easy. Pain, sacrifice, and effort that you have shown today, your men and women of steel who are a part of your wonderful team, they have shown what truth and integrity is all about. Suhail has rightfully mentioned that indeed it was providence. It was providence that came to the help and the unseen hands of the Almighty. Never, Arnab, in my life have I seen that the entire nation goes and huddles into a prayer for the relief of one man, that is you, for the channel, that is yours, and that is now the voice of the nation. Indeed, I must say that you must have done something very right. Humble beginnings, but honorable beginnings. You have grown up by middle-class parents who were full of integrity, men and women of the highest standards of dignity and honor. And that is why it is a part of your DNA and reflected by the way you conduct yourself. I have no doubt in my mind that yes, the best ultimately wins. And if you are the best, well, it can't be helped. Arnab, congratulations. Congratulations to your channel. You are unbeatable, unstoppable, and indeed invincible. God bless you always.
Absolutely. And I also want to say a big thank you to you, Vikram Singh, and to Rahul Roy. You know, Rahul Roy is like an elder brother, very well-known business voice. He shuttles between the US and India. And he organized, you know, there were protests for Republic when we went through that incarceration. And I was overwhelmed when I came out. And I spoke to Rahul Da. So Rahul Da, thank you to you as well. And for you, you know how major it is for Republic Bangla to be the #1 channel in Bengal as well. And I think it's truly because of the will of the people. I think the people of this country want to say today that professionals have a right to launch, run, and successfully run news networks in this country which have a nationalist narrative. Rahul Da.
Arnab, I'm going to change the tone a little bit. First of all, is the jubilant, victorious Republic Day of this media world. I will tell you, you got to see the worst to see the best out. And today what you have shown with your team, that you are the undisputable champion of this media world. That no one is out there can even come close. I have no iota of a doubt here that Republic is going to go on the global format, the kind of people you're bringing on the channel. When I see all these influential people coming in and giving you a global exposure, including John Bolton, whom I heard yesterday. And I tell you, Arnab, no one can stop you. And I will tell you, my brother, if anyone dares, I will, with you, with our friends all over the world out here in US, in Europe, and the guys are with me there, most of the NRIs, they echo the emotions with you today. I got so many calls from US that they all believe you are the champion, you are the victorious. Nobody can ever try to censor or stop a guy of your caliber, your integrity.
No.
You have shown India journalism is not only kissing up to the people who pay them. You have shown India that journalism means courage. Journalism means facts. And that's what you're doing, my brother. Keep it up.
We will, I promise you. Rahul Da, I promise you. I promise you today one thing. I promise you today all one thing. You know, I know there are billion-dollar corporations, MR. And we don't have the money. But I'm telling you one thing, MR. Especially over the coverage of Ukraine, I'm totally convinced we need to launch a global news network. We need to launch it from Indian soil with Indian professionals, with Indian integrity, Indian editorial values. MR, we should do it. I set my heart upon it today.
I hope there will be a Republic Global.
It will
shortly.
It will be.
Arnab,
it has to
first
be.
let me congratulate you. Arnab, today is not a day to go into all this nitty-gritty planning. Today is the day of jubilation. Today is the day on which all of us feel vindicated. Why? Because several people have come and told that Republic is done and dusted.
Yes.
Why are you going to that channel?
Yes.
But I always said there is something very big about Republic. Yes. What is it about Republic? I said it reflects the middle class values. Yes. It reflects hardcore professionalism. We can debate in the evenings 9 to 10, shout our guts out. But at the end of the day, there is a platform to reflect the will of the people. Yeah. It is not, as Mr. Rahul Roy said, that that you come and kiss up the powers that be. And just like dynastic politics is crumbling, dynastic newsrooms are crumbling. And today what we are saying is, who is M.R. Venkatesh, who is Suhail Seth, who is Ratan Sharda? All of us are nobodies but reflect the Indian values and Bharatiya ethos. We have got a platform, Arnab, thanks to you.
Well, we are grateful to you.
30 seconds. Arnab, just 30 seconds. Arnab, I went to Sri Rangam, a remote temple in South India. The pujari there was actually making a garland. He looked at me. I said, MR, welcome. And how is Arnab? Now, that is the penetration you have.
I know. It's amazing.
It is
It's amazing.
seen to be believed.
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
How many
It is-
people get to
No,
see
it is not.
10 seconds
It
to
is not
Sohail
in
is
some
saying 10
airport.
seconds.
It is not.
10 seconds to Sohail. 10
It is
seconds
not
to
in some
Sohail.
airport. It is
10
in some
seconds to Sohail.
No,
heartland
I think what. No, I want to make this a very serious point. MR alluded to it very well. Arnab, today you have become the voice of the people. People may disagree, people may say, oh no, this, that. The truth is, you say what people want said. You say what people can't say. You give people a voice. You give their anger a medium of rational discussion. You allow people to vent through the channel in a calibrated manner. You bring up issues that concern India. It's not about being a nationalistic channel. No. It's about being a channel whose heart beats for India and every
absolutely.
Indian.
And I had one thing
That's
at
why
the
they're
end.
jealous.
I had one
That's
thing
why
at the
they
end.
can't stand you.
One thing at the end, which is also important. You know, we are their voice, so we don't talk down to them. We can't talk down to the people. We feel privileged to be speaking to them.
Absolutely.
We are not better than our viewers. We are with our viewers. We love our viewers. And today, the viewers have told us that they love us back as much and more. And I'm thankful to them. And ladies and gentlemen, on the other side tonight, what I'm looking forward to is just speaking to you. So I'm going to open up the phone lines in a few minutes. Number's going to be on your screen. See you.
In the recent QS World Rankings 2022, Amity University's online MBA is the only one from India to be ranked in the top worldwide. Earn the confidence of recruiters with an accredited, trusted, and respected QS ranked online MBA. Get assured placement opportunities from 300 hiring partners with 2,000 job openings. Reinvent your career with Amity University's online MBA.
Joining me is one individual who just before the war he's joined the army. Is it one of the most challenging experience of your life?
They want to kill our people, and they kill our people every day. They want to they want to take our freedom. They want to take our land. They want to take our lives. And that's why I'm here. My family with me. I don't want to leave this place. I will be right here to the end.
There appears to be a glimmer of hope, and that is in the talks that are taking place. For the first time, you're looking at Russia essentially saying that they are willing to discuss the possibility of a neutral state. They are also willing to discuss the security guarantees that Ukraine is asking. So they are looking for some sort of a security guarantee, not just from Russia, but also other countries, in the presence of other countries, so that these security guarantees are not flouted in the future. देखिए पूरे जिस तरह से धुआं निकल रहा है, पिछले 40 मिनट में करीबन 3 डजन मिसाइल्स गिराए गए हैं कीव पर ही.
What we see right now is the damage that has been caused because of the aerial bombardment that took place. These areas are not very far from where the Russians are carrying out their offensives in terms of the aerial bombardment.
एक जेट उड़ता हुआ दिखाई दे रहा है. बेलारूस का आसमान है जिसका इस्तेमाल जो है रशिया की आर्मी कर रही है.
The first day that Volnovahaz was reported to be under control of DPR and Russian forces. The military equipment is moving into Donetsk.
There have been camps like this that have been set up for these people. Hundreds of people have lined up. These are the people who have come from Ukraine, leaving their homes behind because they want to get themselves registered for visas and other documents.
Center Donetsk has just been hit, and as
shelling attack. Ukraine has launched an attack on the civilian center. There's no military here. You see this a food carrying truck with vegetables in the back has been destroyed. We've already seen one man injured. Here's another civilian car hit. You see the ambulance? A city bus. A city bus hit. This is the center of Donetsk with a deliberate attack on the civilian area by Ukraine forces. This a food carrying truck with vegetables in the back has been destroyed. We've already seen one man injured, put in the ambulance, bloody. Here's another civilian car hit. You see the ambulance? City bus hit. This is the center of Donetsk with a deliberate attack on the civilian area by Ukraine forces.
These are the kind of bunkers that have been created in most of these checkpoints that you actually go to. In terms, if there is any sort of an intense battle that is taking place, it's here where they would be taking refuge. And this is, remember, all of this has happened within just a few days of the invasion. You would actually go to every city of Ukraine and you will find these kind of checkpoints that have been created primarily to ensure that the Russian advancement is reduced.
Come around to the back courtyard of this building. We can see up here how almost every window here has been destroyed and the shrapnel damage to this wall. Now over here we can see this crater where this round hit and sprayed the shrapnel across this apartment building. So far we see two impacts. This impact here and on the roof.
A spokesperson for the Ministry of Defense for Russia released a press brief regarding an analysis of documents related to US military and biological activities in Ukraine.
In the recent QS World Rankings 2022, Amity University's online MBA is the only one from India to be ranked in the top worldwide. Earn the confidence of recruiters with an accredited, trusted, and respected QS-ranked online MBA. Get assured placement opportunities from 300 hiring partners with 2,000 job openings. Reinvent your career with Amity University's online MBA.
There appears to be a glimmer of hope, and that is in the talks that are taking place. For the first time, you're looking at Russia essentially saying that they are willing to discuss the possibility of a neutral state. They are also willing to discuss the security guarantees that Ukraine is asking. So they are looking for some sort of a security guarantee, not just from Russia, but also other countries, in the presence of other countries, so that these security guarantees are not flouted in the future. देखिए पूरे जिस तरह से धुआं निकल रहा है, पिछले 40 मिनट में करीबन 3 डजन मिसाइल्स गिराए गए हैं कीव पर ही.
What we see right now is the damage that has been caused because of the aerial bombardment that took place. These areas are not very far from where the Russians are carrying out their offensives in terms of the aerial bombardment.
एक जेट उड़ता हुआ दिखाई दे रहा है. बेलारूस का आसमान है जिसका इस्तेमाल जो है रशिया की आर्मी कर रही है.
The first day that Volnovahas was reported to be under control of DPR and Russian forces. The military equipment is moving into Donetsk.
There have been camps like this that have been set up for these people. Hundreds of people have lined up. These are the people who have come from Ukraine, leaving their homes behind because they want to get themselves registered for visas and other documents.
with in a shelling attack. Ukraine has launched an attack on the civilian center. There's no military here. You see this, a food carrying truck with vegetables in the back has been destroyed. We've already seen one man injured. Here's another civilian car hit. You see the ambulance? A city bus. A city bus hit. This is the center of Donetsk with a deliberate attack on the civilian area by Ukraine forces. This, a food carrying truck with vegetables in the back has been destroyed. We've already seen one man injured, put in the ambulance, bloody. Here's another civilian car hit. You see the ambulance? City bus hit. This is the center of Donetsk with a deliberate attack on the civilian area by Ukraine forces. These are the kind of bunkers that have been created in most of these checkpoints that you actually go to. In terms, if there is any sort of an intense battle that is taking place, it's here where they would be taking refuge. And this is, remember, all of this has happened within just a few days of the invasion. You would actually go to every city of Ukraine and you will find these kind of checkpoints that have been created primarily to ensure that the Russian advancement is reduced. Come around to the back courtyard of this building. We can see up here how almost every window here has been destroyed and the shrapnel damage to this wall.
From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 10, powered by Royal Ranthambore.
And viewers, I'm taking a departure from the other news today to talk about the ratings, the news ratings, the viewership ratings, the true ratings, the official ratings which have all been released today. They were frozen for a year and a half because a cabal was so nervous when Republic Bharat became #1 that they did all the tricks to try and block ratings. And then for a year and a half they said that Republic's ratings are not genuine. Well, today the entire country gave them a fitting response. Republic TV #1, Republic Bharat #1, Republic Bangla #1, the Republic Media Network, India's #1 news network by far. 420 to 30 million viewers on a monthly basis. This is the biggest ever network with the unparalleled reach, ladies and gentlemen. And it's all happened in about 4 years through the greatest conspiracies. And I want to thank you tonight. Republic is your channel. And with your blessings, your support and your viewership, we have defeated the conspirators. You're the reason why we are #1. When I was made the target of a massive political media police conspiracy in October 2020, we remembered every message, every video of support, every show of solidarity. And on this part of the debate, I am therefore, viewers, I'm just going to do nothing but speak to you. So I have 3 co-panelists with me. Let me introduce them first also. People I love. I know Swapnil Kothari like a brother and a friend. We share a lot. You know, we've had some wonderful years together in Mumbai. A fantastic lawyer, great human being. And we have KK Manan, stood like a rock. You know, in the courts, he's considered to be a dangerous lawyer if he's on the other side. But to me, he's someone who's always backed us through and through. through and through. I'm grateful to him. And Sushil Pandit, another brother and friend tonight. You know, we share a lot more than just our nationalistic spirit, but we share our love for this country, and we fought many battles together. So before I go across to them, ladies and gentlemen, a little report on what this means to us. And then I'm opening up the phone lines.
It's shocking to see that Arnab has not been released yet. What a mockery of democracy this is. Arnab, stay strong. You stood for India all along. Today, India stands with you.
अर्नब, तुम कर्नल के बेटे हो, शेर का बच्चा है तू। अबे तू लड़, सारे फौजी तेरे साथ हैं, लड़ाओ।
क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे? आप देख रहे हैं मुंबई पुलिस देखिए मैसिव डिप्लॉयमेंट है पुलिस का यहाँ पे, लोग यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे बता।
ये जो अर्नब जी के ऊपर जो हुआ है, इनको हम लोग माफ नहीं करेंगे। ये सरकार का अत्याचार है।
पुलिस क्यों मना कर रही है?
एक राष्ट्रवादी पत्रकार को गिरफ्तार किया गया है, जिसकी हम कड़े शब्दों में भर्त्सना करते हैं।
We all are worried for Arnab. Arnab is put in Taloja jail and which is filled with terrorists. And Arnab's life is in danger with all those terrorists in Taloja jail. So we request Narendra Modi ji and Amit Shah ji for swift action.
This is more than a victory. This is vindication at another level. This is love, ladies and gentlemen. This is the love of the people of India for the Republic Media Network. Now and forever, the number one, unquestioned, unchallenged number one of the news industry in the country. The Republic Media Network is here for good. We don't dominate, we rule, we win, and we are supreme.
And Swapnil always asks me, KK Mannan, Swapnil always asks me whenever I talk to him, Arnab, what are you going to do in turn? And today I want to say one thing, Swapnil. 1 year, 5 months, 9 days ago, Parambir held that press conference accusing us of being TRP scamsters. 1 year, 4 months and 13 days ago, they arrested me. Then they put me in jail for 12 days. They tortured me. And today I want to say, we will file defamation suits. And the Latvians media better be very careful, because we will file a series of defamation suits and criminal cases against those who spread the canard of lies. We have already filed many cases. We will file many more, and the people should be ready. And I urge the courts today to dismiss the case suo moto. Of course, we are going to fight this in the High Court, but I urge the courts to dismiss the case suo moto. This case has no legs to stand on. To have a case based on charges of Parambir and Vase is an absolute joke. And I, as a citizen of a country and as a petitioner and applicant, expect that the courts will dismiss the case suo moto, the charges against me, and there will be suo moto action against the conspirators as well. Swapnil, and we are going to open up lines. Swapnil.
Yes, Arnab, first of all, heartiest congratulations. I have never been so happy in my life. When the phone rang, I was the first person in the morning that your team called after the ratings were out. And I'm so proud to have been that first person to give my views at that time. And I have never, ever been so vocal about my views, about my thoughts, and let me reiterate them in a synoptical fashion. But first, your TRP scam case is completely dead. It's over and done and dusted with. It's over. Once it gets officially over, you're free to file whatever you have in mind, and those are the appropriate things: vexatious litigation, defamation suits, etc., whatever be that as it may. Now, as far as the ratings are concerned, this is an absolute undeniable fact that Republic TV, when it was launched on May 6, 2017, was a magnum opus, will be a magnum opus, and continues to be a magnum opus, because it is your own narrative Arnab, it is your own narrative. You are setting the tone for democracy in this country and for global peace. I have seen the Ukraine-Russian coverage. No other channel, be it even international channel, even comes anywhere close. That's a mere reportage. You are looking at it from a very philosophical perspective, and that is exactly the way you need to look at, because Republic is nothing but Plato's Republic that you've named after. And let me tell you something. Today the ratings may dwarf others in terms of viewership, but in my mind, all the other channels are dwarfed very, very dismissively, simply because in terms of integrity. You stand 500% as far as integrity is concerned, and that is absolutely unimpeachable. And that is the most subconscious thing which is there in the minds of the people. That is why you have the kind of viewership that you have. That is why you have the kind of following. That is why you have the kind of respect that the judiciary has for you and the entire country has for you, including myself as a panelist. And lastly, Arnab, let me tell you something. I have debuted with you during the Sheena Bora murder case. You were the one who got me on your previous channel. And let me tell you, with you, it will be my swan song. The day you hang up your boots in the media space, Swapnil Kothari will never appear on any other channel, because media without Arnab Goswami is a body without soul. That's it. I have no intention. I do not wish to appear.
I will. You know something, Swapnil, I want to tell you something as well, and KK Manan knows it, and Sushil Pandit knows this. And I was saying it on just right now before this, KK Manan. But the fact is, they think that while it is very, very difficult, they do not think that a person from a middle class background, a teacher's son, an army officer's son, can dare to ever launch a news organization in this country. And they hate our guts, KK Manan. They wanted to bring us down. They thought that these are not the people with big industrial finances. We put a case against them. We question them. We get the police to go after them. We harass their advertisers. They will come down and they will break. They calculated, people told me, KK Manan, they calculated 6 months of attacking Republic and it will be over. Here I am 1.5 years later, ladies and gentlemen, and I want to tell you, because of people like Swapnil Kothari and KK Manan and Sushil Pandit, and because of you, we are far stronger today. We are far stronger today. And KK Manan, I will file defamation suits. I will go to the courts to dismiss the case. I will demand suo motu action against the conspirators. I will also say we must question the editors. We must ask people to declare their numbers today. KK Manan, I can't thank you enough. I'm going to open up the phone calls. But you know what I mean. You know how I called you. You know how I told you. I shared, by the way, viewers, after I came out of jail, I gave KK Manan a lot of papers. And I told him, Mr. Manan, these are my facts. And he did what very few people did, you know, Sushil Pandit. He wrote a whole article supporting me. The problem was, Mr. Manan, nobody was willing to publish the article. You know what the reality was, Mr. Manan? Nobody was willing to publish the article, but the fact that he wrote the article to me is something I will thank him for the rest of my life, Mr. Manan. I wanted to say it on air today. And I'm also very grateful to Harish Salve. He's not here on the program, but I sent him a message sometime back. Sometime back, I sent him a message. I said, I want to say thank you to you on air. He's very busy in London, but I want to thank him also on air today. Because the way he stood by me is also incredible. Mr. Manan, over to you, sir.
Arnab, I would like to congratulate you and your team first. You are a man of courage and conviction. I was telling the whole world from the day one that you risen from the scratch. The Lutein media was not able to digest that. The Lutein not media, but the industrial media houses were working day and night against you, but the God was with you. Not only God, but the whole world was with you. And one phrase, when I used to contest elections in the college, university, and in the bar, I used to give a lecture while giving one share. Share was, I forgotten that today, but a little bit I know. जो जहाज़ों को डुबो दे उसे तूफ़ान कहते हैं. जो जहाज़ों को डुबो दे उसे तूफ़ान कहते हैं. जो तूफ़ानों से भी लड़ जाए उसे इंसान कहते हैं. You see, the way you fought with the government state government, I will not shy to name the government. That government is Maharashtra government. You fought with courage and conviction, and they could not do anything because judiciary was with you. The whole world was with you, and the truth was with you. And by keeping you behind bar for 12 days, today they have seen the result. You have seen, the whole world is watching today what is the ultimately outcome. Nothing. Now today you have stood number one. You may be happy, you are the owner of the channel, but more than you, I am the happy. The whole world is happy today.
Thank you.
Because
that makes
this channel belongs to the world.
Yes.
This channel belongs to the public.
Yes, Mr. Manan.
And republic means public.
Yes,
so
Mr.
we are very, very happy.
Yes.
We are all with you, and we will stand by you. Yes. Congratulate once again, not you only, your team, the whole nation, the whole world is with you. I salute you.
Thank you.
That for your courage.
Thank you. I want to say something to you, Mr. Manan. You said you're the owner of the channel. No, I don't like that word owner. I can say, okay, I may hold the shareholding as a custodian of the people. I'm only a custodian. I'm a custodian of this channel. I am happy. This channel is truly owned by the people of India, because Sushil Pandit, for a middle class person, to raise any capital, I could have done nothing. Unless the people of the country, they are the shareholders, I am only the custodian on their behalf, and my hope is Sushil Pandit, in my time and after me, for generations, Republic should become a legacy institution in this country. And if I am only able to take Republic global in my lifetime, I think I would have achieved a lot. I spoke to Sushil about it 3 or 4 days back when we were having another private conversation, Sushil. I told you about it.
Yes, Arnab. And I can't forget the day when the TV was on for more than an hour and I was watching only the promos. That was your launch day.
Yeah.
I sat glued in front of TV for 15 minutes waiting for those promos to end and for you to appear. I don't think I have done this for any channel in my life ever. And this was vindicated. On that day, you took on a system. Our Prime Minister used a word a couple of days back, ecosystem. On that day, you took on an ecosystem. You had to start fighting from the very nomenclature of your channel, Republic, in a court battle. How can you forget? It has been a baptism through fire.
Yes.
And every step of the way, you had to fight the system.
Yes.
Every step of the way.
Yes.
And that is what makes this journey so sweet.
Yes.
Because every step of the way you met with success.
Yeah.
And when you took on the ecosystem, it wasn't just the government and a few miffed ministers who you took on. You actually took on big money. You took on big cartels. You took on underworld of politics and business. You took on mighty powers who had their claws getting into judiciary, into police, into bureaucracy, into media. There were narratives spun, but you held on. Anybody else would have given in. I know those 12 dreadful days when speculation was on that it is just a matter of time, that you will throw in the towel, you will make your peace.
Yes.
And you will
I was told to.
live on.
I was told to.
Yes.
You know I was told to and I didn't. You know I was told to and I didn't. I was told Sushil Pandit, go. I was told Sushil Pandit, and I'll say it today. I was told Sushil Pandit, and if I can share something today. I was told, Arnab, go and make your peace with the Delhi-based channels. They will finish you. I want to also say that before the launch of my Hindi channel, the owner of another Hindi channel called me and said, I will destroy you, I will file cases against you, you don't know who I am, in that typical tone. I was told also, when this case happened, go make your peace with the police, with the Maharashtra government, make your peace. Kiss and make up. I didn't, and I won't, because we did no wrong. There's no peace to be made against people who are targeting you wrongly. And I knew that one day will come when the people of India will give their response, and today is that day. I want to open the lines to Kaushik now from Kolkata in West Bengal, my first caller today. Hello Kaushik, how are you?
I'm good, Arnab. And first of all, I would like to extend my hearty congratulations to you and the whole unit of Republic World. Arnab, it's kind of very emotional, moment for me as well, because I had been perhaps those, the first followers of Republic TV since 6th of May when you launched your channel. I was there, waiting for that countdown to start, and that was the day everything changed for me. And believe me, today, when I say this, I also represent millions of people like me who support you and the kind of true journalism which you have, presented to us today, and we can, hold our head high and, speak what we wanted to. And you have been our voice. This was something which was missing in Indian journalism. And you have been our voice. You have been our champion. You are the people's champion, Arnab. And believe me, across these last five years, for every instances, we have been there with you. When I say we, I represent those millions and millions of your fans and followers, and the people who follow the principle of Republic and principle of Arnab Goswami. The tough times when you were there, you were taken to the jail, and there was so much happening. Believe me, we did everything possible, being general public from our end, to do everything possible to get you out. And today, when I see your channel number 1, this gives me so much of joy. I just can't tell you. And one thing I can assure you that no matter what, I and millions like me will walk the length with you. We will see the end to the extreme, whatever it takes, and we will stand by you, whatever it takes. And I do not watch any other channel than Republic, and I do not encourage anyone to do so, because you are the people's voice. Arnab Goswami is our voice. Republic is our voice.
Kaushik, can I say something? Please don't hang up. I want to say something to you.
Sure.
Kaushik, I started my career in Kolkata. I used to live on a small room with an asbestos roof in Keatola Lane of Purnadas Road. I used to walk to the Kalighat station and take a metro or a bus to Esplanade and then walk to my office from there. So I have very strong emotional connection with Kolkata. My wife is from Kolkata. I have family there. And today when I got the news about the ratings, Kaushik, I launched a Bangla channel on the 7th of March on my birthday last year. I had no money, Kaushik. And people said, you're a fool. Kaushik, banks to whom I had expected a mortgage denied me my mortgage. And I went to Kolkata and I launched. And people said, what's going to happen? I said, my mortgage is with the people. And today, you know that Republic Bangla has also become a #1 channel in Bengal. I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore. I think it's belief. And when you said that you will walk with me, like I have never met you, but today, speaking to you, it's like you and I know each other for a long time. Right? And I want to say to you and through you to everyone watching that I think what certain people in the media and the police and politicians and people I may have taken on in my career, because I have taken on a lot of people. Maybe they all thought we'll come together and we'll put a seed of doubt in the minds of people about Arnab and about Republic. That's what they wanted to do, Kaushik. Yes. Put a seed of doubt in your mind. And today that answer has come. And that's why I thought I'll speak to you. So you've given me strength today. You've given me strength today. And funnily, can I tell you, Kaushik, one more thing? Recently, I was in the airport yesterday flying from Delhi to Bombay, and A person came up to me with a young child, young man with his family. He said, I love what you do. Will you shout a little less? I said, okay. Then it seemed to me he was not very sure. So I said, okay, I'm getting older, I'll shout a little less. But he looked at me, I thought he's not very sure, so we said bye to each other. And I want to tell you, Kaushik, that I feel like shouting from the rooftops today. I really feel like shouting from the rooftops. Till it reverberates in Lutyens, Delhi, my shout. Because they arrested me, I launched a channel, they tortured my team. They tortured my team, they planted fake stories, so I have every right to shout. And I am grateful to you, Kaushik, and I hope we meet one day. I hope we meet one day.
Absolutely. And Arnab, one last thing I would want to just say. I spoke to you almost 3 years back regarding, I think we just spoke for 2 minutes regarding some, news I wanted to highlight from Bangalore. And I also met you once in airport. And to shake hands with you, I missed my flight. So
then I have to make up for it when we meet. This is very interesting.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Kaushik.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
meet,
Arnab.
Kaushik. We'll meet. Thank you. I just want to open up more calls now. Isn't this wonderful, Swapnil?
Absolutely.
You can't, and they said we buy viewership in 500 rupees. What an insult. Crazy.
Arnab, I don't even want to think about all this.
No, I'm not thinking. It
just irritates the hell
No,
out of
I
me.
know, but I'm soaking this in, my friend. I'm soaking this in. My network right now, my PCR, my newsroom. This is not Arnab. For me, to everyone working in Republic, this means a lot. I'm Moksha Kothari from Mumbai. Our next caller, I think, right? Moksha? Moksha, you there?
Yeah, heartiest congratulations,
Thank you, Moksha. Sorry to keep you online, waiting for so long.
Never mind. To begin with, Republic Media Network is our network, and I take immense pride in saying that. Entire Lutyens media and various TV anchors celebrated your arrest. Today, it's a big slap right on their face. We cannot expect these Lutyens media being true to their viewers simply because they are busy with their TRP game. They did not try to curb your voice. They tried to silence us, the people of country.
Yes.
Your supporters were hated for believing in you. Yes. But I have a message for these anti-nationals. You all badly need to introspect yourself rather than breaking this network because they have us as their strongest support system. Sir, people always ask me, why do I watch your debate? What's so great about him? And I have only one answer, which is Republic is the only channel who has always given the right perspective to any story. Being a teenager, I never liked watching news. But look now, since 3 years, 9 to 11, I'm just glued to Republic and your debates. And that's the reason Republic has always been our choice. Wow. So you had promised us to always bring the true story. Today, I want to promise you that we will raise our voices as loud as you do in your debates, accompanied with bitter questions which these anti-nationals will never be able to answer.
Thank you.
I just want to tell you one small thing. Yeah. 11th of November is the day on which every year I will celebrate Diwali, because the dark world of journalism was once again eliminated after your roar outside Taloja. By the way, how's the Josh Lutyens lobby? #Republic is #1. Thank you.
Oh, Moksha. This is so wonderful. Can I say something to you, Moksha?
Sure, sir.
Okay. Moksha, today I was told by my office that 2 young girls have come to the reception of Republic. You said you're a teenager, they'd be around your age, maybe a year or 2 older. Chartered accountancy students of first year in college. And they brought a cake and they got flowers. And they were celebrating. They looked so happy for us. And everything becomes so much more meaningful, when someone shares your happiness. You know what I mean, Moksha?
Yes, sir.
So at that moment, I didn't have any return gift for them. So I told them, why don't you come to the newsroom, take a walk. They were so happy to come to my newsroom, just to see the place. To build a newsroom where people come in and they identify. That means so much to someone like me. That is much more, Moksha, much more bigger gift for me than I can ever get. So I want to thank you also, Moksha. And I thank you for your belief. And I know that with people like you behind us, we are going to go far. We're going to go global, Moksha.
Definitely.
Thank you, Moksha.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I have Raja Mani from Chennai. Viewers, I wish I could take all calls. I'm told the newsroom is flooded. Raja? Raja, are you there from Chennai? Raja Mani.
Good evening, good evening.
Good evening. There you are. Good evening, how are you?
Fine, fine. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you, my friend. Thank you so much.
What they did for the Kashmir Pandits, they tried to do it for you. But you, that of the Vivekananda words, nerves of steel, you are in this position. And the conspirators are in the jail. You are the king and god of media. And me in the morning, when you're in the office celebrated Hepa Pure, I shouted to my top of my house voice, Hepa Pure in my house.
Oh, wow. Wow.
102 years old. He's a follower of your TV.
That's your...
He is no more. Okay? And you are rewriting this as they are rewriting the history of the country. You are also rewriting history. Doing the same. I salute you.
Thank you.
Father.
Thank you.
Is all.
Thank you, Raja. Thank you, Raja. That's absolutely beautiful. That someone shouts with you in joy. Someone shouts with you in joy. Someone shares your joy. This is not vindication. This is not validation. I mean, if I just look at everything today, I just feel also somewhere that what people are happy about KK Manan is something else. Today, people are happy that the misuse of the criminal justice system in this country can be defeated, no matter how big the conspiracy is, no matter how dangerous the conspirators are. So people are, joyous also today because people are saying this could happen to us. If it happened to Republic, if it happened to Arnab, it could happen to us. And if they have won, we can win too. That's the kind of sentiment I am getting. Mr. Manan, don't you think that's the kind of vibration I am getting today in the newsroom?
You see, I don't want to show, but your cameraman can tell, or he can take the pictures, how many people we are celebrating your victory today.
Let's see.
At least 6 people we are sitting, enjoying. I don't want to elaborate much.
Show the camera, let's
move. We are enjoying.
Yeah.
So, because I said, move bhai, camera move kar do.
Camera move karke, let's share the joy.
Kar do. करिए उधर कैमरा करो, दिखाओ उनको भी, मूव करिए ना. He told me.
He told me. My cameraman is getting worried whether he has my permission. You have my permission. Tell him he has my permission.
Yeah, please करो.
Yeah, okay, when he's comfortable.
He said करो उधर को, कर दो.
Oh wow.
कर दिया, हल्का सा कर दिया.
Hey, fantastic. Oh, wonderful. Okay. Hello, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we're going to our next caller. That's Joyce Palakkad from Kerala. Let's go straight. Joyce, hi.
Good evening, Arnab.
Good evening, Joyce.
To you and to your team.
Thank you.
And you talked about middle-class values. Yes, you are a hero. And Republic TV is a middle-class dream come true.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's beautifully said.
I was speaking to you this evening. You were talking about Republic TV going global.
Yes.
My request is, simultaneously, please have your channel in every state of India.
Yes.
It's hard work.
Yes.
But you can do it.
Yes, Joyce.
Keep shining.
Yes,
we are with you. Good luck, hero.
Thank you, Joyce. Can I say something to you?
My husband would share his journalistic pursuits. when he was young. I can relate to his stories well today.
Wow.
Yes, go ahead and please speak to me today.
I just want to say one thing to you, Joyce. Do you know where my first where my first reporting assignment was in my career? 1996.
Yes.
1996.
Oh my God,
Patinam Titta.
Okay.
Patinam Titta. I took my camera and I walked barefoot right up to Sabarimala.
Oh, okay.
It was the most wonderful reporting experience of my life. And yes, we want to launch in every part of the country, but Joyce, we are professionals. We don't have that kind of money, but I know people from Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra, Telangana, in the south are telling us to launch. We'll find a way to launch. We want to be in every part of the country. Yes.
And we would love to see you in Kerala.
We will come.
Sometime in the near future.
We'll come. For sure we'll come. I look forward to that.
Thank you,
Joyce. Thank you.
Keep shining. Keep shining. You are a hero.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. I'll tell my team as well. Colonel Sherry Raina. Colonel Sherry Raina is calling from Pune. Colonel Raina, hi.
Yeah, hi. How are you? Nice to see your pleasant persona on the TV.
Thank you,
see,
sir.
Firstly, I must congratulate you for making my dream come true. I've been all the time, right from the beginning, I've been trying to get in touch with you somehow. But it was my very unfortunate thing that I could never get contacted you. This was the most happiest day for me. Since 7 o'clock I was observing and I could make out as to what is the kind of team which you're controlling. It is marvelous.
Thank you, sir.
Firstly, I would say this thing that in the history, in the annals of the journalism itself, you have set such a legacy which nobody can cope up in the future days to come also. It is all because of your own persona. You are a mesmerizing encyclopedia on the subject of anybody, controlling both the rogues who are negative and all those who are positive. Every day there is some new subject which surfaces out. What a mesmerizing effect you bring it out. Your articulation, nobody can compare with it. Let me tell you one thing. I've been seeing you since the time when you were there with Times, and then you left them. It is their loss and the gain of the present setup which you have brought it to this level. Let me tell you one thing. I can't tell you in more expressive way than to say this thing that you are the actual leader. You are the actual hero. To be more like, I would say, put the word like a demigod. Because in this journalism, there is so dirt involved in this. You have brought the channel to such a level itself within a short span of this year of your all, those worst days from that level to this one. That you just glue up you got that positive vibration in whatever form. It isn't abstract to somebody, but to some people it glues up to continue to see around, because that speaks of your honesty, integrity and loyalty, the bloodline which you come from. You are an army officer's son, and I knew your father very well when I was there. He is from the engineers, I am from the Gurkhas. And we occasionally used to meet around. That time I think you were there in Kendra Vidyalaya or something. I'm just recalling the good old days.
Yes, sir,
but what has happened is, they say that to conduct the very conduct which you personify, that is amazing. It is just not with anyone. It comes with experience, and at such a young age. God bless. For me, you are for me and for my friends, a large section of the ex-servicemen, you are like a demigod. Let me tell you. I am not flattering you or something like that. It's a genuine kind of thing. In fact, on the lighter side, I will say this, that one of my very senior friend in the uniform retired man, he used to say, "Yaar, aapka ye jo aap kehte ho, bahut acha bolte hain." Arnab speaks like anything. He can take by horn any subject on the earth. But thoda jara loud wo hote hai. Then I used to tell him, listen one thing, तूने बचपन में कभी रसगुल्ले नहीं खाए होंगे, और इसलिए जो है रसगुल्ले ना खाने से तेरी वॉइस जो है वो कम है. तो जो कलकत्ता का रसगुल्ला खाता है तो उसका फर्क और दूसरों के फर्क में लगता है. I used to tell him this thing, go for the meat what he's saying, look for the substance what he's talking about, don't talk about this thing कि कितना कौन क्या कर रहा है. तो it was on the lighter side itself, but let me tell you, I won't take much of your time. It's totally mesmerizing and very impressive as long as we are concerned. And I, being an elder to you, I can always say my good wishes, my blessings of both my family and my other friends that to please carry on with such marvelous job, which you're already doing it. And journalism is not top. Let somebody else, the others feel jealous of it. We are very happy. Jealous of what? Because you can't produce the logic. And you're not accepting the logic the way the other person is saying.
Yeah.
You don't have that grasping and digestive powers. You are just there to criticize somebody else who's talking sense. That is what the main thing is. That is what the main thing is. And I will request one thing. I was telling your staff also that I always like to follow you. I will always like to get connected to you.
Sir, we are very easily accessible. Very easily accessible, and my team will let you know exactly how you can reach out to us.
Thank you so much. So kind of you.
Thank you, sir.
I remember the good old days. One second, I'll take. I remember the good old days of Calcutta when that Wills contest used to take. Made for each other.
Yeah.
You are made for each other for the literacy. You are married to the journalism, which nobody can take that strength from you. Totally. That grit, that gusto. And the old goods are saying, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going.
Yes, sir.
You're browbeaten that quote also.
Yes, sir.
So
yes, sir.
That is where.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you through you to all ex-servicemen and servicemen in this country. Viewers, why are we doing this? We are opening up the phone lines today because we are telling our side of the story. And KK Manan and Swapnil Kothari people say, why are you telling your side of the story? Because we are destined to tell our side of the story. Only we will tell our story. Nobody in the media, nobody likes us. The fact of the matter is they all hate us because why did we ever happen, they say. You know, Swapnil, they say, why did Republic ever happen? Our life was fine. We were in league with the establishment. We would do our little deals. We didn't need any competition. We were all cozy with each other. So we published this TRP scam and they pinned their hopes on Parambir Singh. They loved Parambir Singh. They idolized Parambir Singh and Sachin Waze. And they said TRP scam unearthed by the Mumbai police. And viewers, my side of the story is this. I'm giving you the counterfacts. On the 24th of March, 2021, the Enforcement Directorate released its provisional attachment order in the TRP manipulation scam. And what none of these media have published, it did not even mention one word about Republic TV. But another channel, you all know which one, which against whom the original FIR was mentioned 15 or 20 times. They think viewers, because they are in numbers, Republic is alone, they will spread the lies and get away with it. And nobody will believe Republic if we say, you know, we are innocent. The fact of the matter is today we are vindicated as the largest news network appointed by you. You have appointed us. You have officially appointed us as the largest news network in this country. And for that I'm grateful. For that I'm immensely grateful. I have Raman Krishnan from Chennai, from Tamil Nadu on the phone line. Raman, hi.
Hi, Arnab.
Hi.
I had met you a year and a half ago, more than that, if you recall. I come down to your studio. Yes. Everybody speaks about your journalistic capability, what you've done. But the human side of Arnab Goswami was a revelation to me. You spent about 45 minutes with me in the studio.
Yes.
I'm a nobody. I'm an ordinary senior citizen like any other person. Yes. And the interaction you had, so polite.
Thank
you. Good. And in your position, I didn't expect that, basically, because we see you every evening, making a lot of, noise in a good way. But the way you interacted with me at a certain level, for me, that was more than important in my life. Because I'm an international traveler. I met so many people. They're so arrogant and rude. You're so polite and so good.
Thank you.
We had a chat over coffee. I'm Krishnan. You know me as Krishnan from Chennai, from Dubai. That's how you know me.
Raman, how are you? First of all, how are you?
Well. Thank you very much.
Everything changed, after the arrest. Phone numbers changed.
Yes.
You used to send me messages. I haven't spoken to you in a long time, Raman. Right?
That's okay.
You are not that senior. Stop calling yourself a senior citizen, making us all feel old. You're pretty young, but Raman, thank you. I want to say one thing, viewers. This is the kind of connection you make for years now. For years, Mr. Manan and Swapnil. For years, Mr. Raman Krishnan has been sending me messages. And for years, I never replied to him. And then one day I replied, and one day he said, I'm coming, I have to meet you. And I felt so guilty. I felt so guilty. I said, you have to come, and we spent an hour together.
No,
a lot has
before
happened since then, but thank you, Raman.
Yeah, before I go up, I want to say something to you. For me, it's a very emotional moment when you came out, and the way people showed their cameras to you with the lights on. That's an emotional moment for me too, because for some reason I have a connect with you. And I also say Chennai is beckoning. The world is beckoning for Republic TV, and I'm sure you will do full justice. May God always be with you. What a great day today. It's a holy Dahan.
Yes.
It's a celebration time for Republic.
Yes.
That makes me extremely happy and extremely emotional too, Arnab.
Yes.
Live long, live healthy, and do great stuff. God bless you.
Thank you, Raman. Great connecting again. How wonderful, how blessed we are. AK Dhar is calling in from, thank you. AK Dhar is calling in from Kolkata. Viewers, it's just incredible to get so many phone calls, so many well-wishers, people you meet, you don't meet. And you know, the people say this is all one-sided traffic I do on my show. I don't let people speak, but it's good to hear them as well. Mr. Dhar from Kolkata.
Yes.
How are you?
Good evening to you, yes.
Good evening,
I'm
sir.
fine, thank you.
Good evening,
Now,
sir.
first of all, congratulations to you.
Thank you, sir.
It's not only an emotional moment for Arnab Goswami and his team of Republic, but also for me as well.
Thank you.
Because since inception, me and my daughter, who is a bank manager of HSBC today, have been watching your show with due earnestness. And you not only do justice to journalism, because I remember you attended one international seminar once, where all these international journalists attended.
Yeah.
And there, the question they attempted to you, they attempted to humiliate you.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of the seminar, but I watched it on the TV.
So it was in Moscow.
Your reply was so prompt.
Yeah.
Your reply was so straight away. And that day I told my daughter that this is the person who will change the entire scenario of the journalism today in India. So it is not only an emotional moment for us, it is not only an emotional victory for us, I think it is an emotional and earnest victory for the entire journalistic world, because the other journalists and other channels, they never reveal the truth. Because you happen to mention a number of times that BBC and CNN, they don't show the real picture of the Oriental world. And I do agree with you. Yeah. And you were the first person, you were the first journalist among all the Indian journalists who showed the right path to the BBC and the CNN and other international channels. And you have the courage to tell them point blank, blatantly, that yes, India has a place in journalism, because India can say what the truth is. So I respect your truthfulness, I respect your honesty, I respect your earnestness. There are some channels also, they are the left-hand channels, they are, what can I say, they are the psychopaths, or they just do the flatteries of certain quarters. I don't want to mention their names here, because this is a very joyful moment today. But what I am saying, that be careful and do your job.
Yes.
Because you have plenty of enemies behind you.
I know.
Perhaps they don't have the courage to come in front of you, but they talk behind you. Yeah. And this is the one thing. And another thing is this. You see, my daughter wants to comment. May I take few seconds of yours? Very valuable moment of yours. That my daughter once commented that everything is quite correct and fair with Mr. Arnab Goswami. But one thing, Baba, he shouts too much. And I laughed at her. Then I told her that, do you know the Barnard Show once commented, what he commented? He said, an honest man is an angry man. Arnab is an honest man with two sense of the word, because he dared not to speak the truth in front of others. And that's why he is angry man. And such angry man is required in journalism. So I won't take much of your time.
No,
today.
I've enjoyed listening to you. You know, I just feel that in this country you don't shout about something you believe in, then nobody pays attention to it. And the other part is what you spoke about, the international conference, sir, that was in Moscow. That was in around 2015 or 2016. And it was at an international seminar where there was CNN and BBC and other channel people. They were very patronizing with me. And I had given evidence to prove that Indians are actually the most aware about global issues, but we don't have a media that represents it. And my entire rest of my professional journey and my career, however long it may be, however long my life may be, will only be dedicated to the cause of taking Indian media global. I thank you, Mr. Dhar. We'll find a way to do it. I thank you all. I'm overwhelmed. I'm very happy today. I'm very grateful to Mr. Manan and Swapnil Kothari for walking this road with me. And ladies and gentlemen, with a promise to be back at this time tomorrow without fail and with gratitude beyond measure. For now, good night, ladies and gentlemen, and goodbye for tonight.
In the recent QS World Rankings 2022, Amity University's online MBA is the only one from India to be ranked in the top worldwide. Earn the confidence of recruiters with an accredited, trusted, and respected QS ranked online MBA. Get assured placement opportunities from 300 hiring partners with 2,000 job openings. Reinvent your career with Amity University's online MBA.